Hello student, welcome back to my channel. So today we will discuss here about the next topic of chapter 6, work, energy and power. So here today we will discuss about the work energy theorem. In my previous video I have explained about the kinetic energy and many more other important terms. So here I will prove the work energy theorem with their statement. So here when we talk about the topic work energy theorem, first we should understand what is the meaning of work energy theorem and how we will prove. So work energy theorem means that, see, when you will apply a force on a body to displace the body from its one position to another position, it means that when you are applying the force F to displace the body, suppose X, it means that you are doing work on that object to displace from one position to another position. And if suppose initially the object have velocity u and finally the object velocity is v, when you are applying the force and you are doing the work on that object to displace it, so here this work done will store in the form of change in kinetic energy of the body. It means that here we have initial kinetic energy half mu square, here we have final kinetic energy half mv square. So the difference of this, you can see the change of the kinetic energy. This one is our kinetic final and this one is kinetic energy initial. So this is the difference. Kf minus Ki is called our work done. This is the definition of work energy theorem. So you can say amount of work done according to this theorem, amount of work done by force to displace the body or an object from one position to another is stored as or is equal to, is stored as, or you can say equal to the change in kinetic energy of the body. So suppose I am taking here two position A, position B. Initially the body is here having initial velocity v, initial velocity u, and here when the object displaces from A position to B position, suppose this is our displacement denoted by s. So here that time here the object has final velocity which is denoted by v and object have some mass which is denoted by m, suppose. So that time we can say if F be the force applied to displace the body of mass m from A to B position, from A to B position, and if its initial and final velocities are u and v, suppose. So that time amount of work done will be W is equals to, here if we think about the work done for an elementary distance, if we want to see, otherwise we can write here total amount of work done for that. F is equals to force into displacement, we know that. And student, you know that the force which we can write F is equal to mass into acceleration, and for instantaneous time we can represent this acceleration is in the form of dv over dt. If you think about that, if we here suppose we are calculating the force for an instantaneous time, so we can say that for instantaneous time, because it is good for us, so that we can integrate the value instantaneous time dt. So this work done will be dw, and this suppose this displacement is fds here. Now the formula f is equals to dv upon dt we can replace here in place of f with this formula. So therefore dw is equals to, in place of f I will write m into a, which is dv upon dt, and here I will write this value which is ds. Point clear? Now see, dw is equals to m. By adjusting this I will divide it by it, so I can write this formula like this: ds over dt into dv. dw is equals to m, ds upon dv is equals to velocity, and this is in dv. So see here, this is the formula of elementary work done. Now total amount of work done, total amount of work done, this is our calculus method to find the value of this work energy theorem relationship. So here w is equals to integration from u to v, because the equation is mv dv. We will integrate this value, and here velocity is the variable, so I will take the limit from u to v. So in this time you can see here u to v, v dv, it means m, integration of x dx or v dv, you know that it is v square by 2. So v square by 2 from u to v, 2 will come outside, m by 2, and this one will be upper limit minus lower limit, and this is equals to w. So we can adjust this formula, w is equals to half m v square minus m u square. Now after that you can see here, see, this is w is equals to half mv square minus half mu square. See here, this part is called our final velocity, because object have final speed v, so it is known as final kinetic energy, and this part contain initial velocity u square, means u, so this is our called part of initial kinetic energy, and this is equals to the total amount of work done to displace the object from place A to place B, means for displacement S. This is our calculus method. I am repeating it again. We have one more method, analytical, by which we can use Newton's third equation of motion to derive this relation, but here in your standard this is fine. So you can write here W is equals to kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, or you can write W is equals to delta Ke, this is our change in kinetic energy, or you can say W is equals to change in kinetic energy. This is the derivation of work energy theorem. So understand this topic, and after that we will solve one numerical which is based on this topic. Now see student, these are two numericals for you based on work energy and theorem. See, first numerical is in front of you. Find the average frictional force. Find the average frictional force, which is question mark, that would stop the car. It means that final velocity of car is 0, of weighing 500 kg in distance of 25 meter. It is a displacement. If the initial speed, means initial velocity of car is 72 km per hour, and we will convert this 72 km per hour into meter per second, 5 by 18, and 18 4 ja 72, it is 20 meter per second. Now what we will do, we will calculate here the average frictional force. So by work energy theorem formula we can start. Kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial is equals to work done W is equals to half mv square minus half mu square. It is equals to W, and W is written, we will write in term of force and displacement. So here next term F into S is equals to half m is taken as common, v square minus u square for some time. So see here, force we will calculate, displacement we have 25, and here half into mass is in SI unit 500 kg, and here final velocity is 0, and this one is initial which is 20, so 20 square. Now see, we can solve this part. 25 1 ja 25, 2 ja 20, 2 10 ja, so force is equals to here 10 into 400 with negative sign, so it is near about 4000, it is 4000 Newton with negative sign. So here negative sign implies us the car is in retarded motion. This negative sign also implies us this force is opposite to the direction of motion of the car because it is frictional force. Point clear? So our answer is F is equals to 4000 Newton in magnitude. Point clear? This is the answer of first question. Now see, in second question we have in front of you a body of mass we have given 0.8 kg, and with initial velocity u we have given in vector form which is 4i cap plus 3j cap, and if we solve this part in magnitudely, because we will solve the magnitude value in work energy theorem, so it is equals to 4 square 3 square 4 square 3 square, it is equals to 5. 25 square root of 25 is 5, means 5 meter per second. It is the magnitude of initial velocity, and the final velocity we can see final velocity we have minus 6j cap plus 2k cap. So the magnitude of this we can write 6 square means negative 6 square plus 2 square, it is equals to 36 plus 4, it is equals to 40. 40 means 10 4 ja 40, so we can write 2 root 10. 2 root 10 is our magnitude of final velocity. Now see, calculate the change in kinetic energy. It means that here we will calculate the work. Change in kinetic energy means kinetic energy final minus kinetic energy initial, so we can write the value half m v square minus u square. So see here, half into mass we have 0.8 kg, 0.8 into v square we have 2 root 10 minus u square we have 5, so we can write 0.4 2 to ja 4 2 to ja 4 4 into 10 40 minus 5 5 ja 25 40 minus 25 0.4 into 40 minus 25 15 15 4 ja 66.0. This is the change in kinetic energy, so it means that 6.0 or 6 joule is our answer, change in kinetic energy, which is equals to the amount of work done. Point clear, student? So these are the two numericals which is based on work energy theorem, and you can practice the similar numericals from your books. Okay, so for that pause the video and note down